Well, I said I would be doing this last year, and it took so many months for me to actually even get around to doing it. I am TheZOMBIEJ, and it's time for one more mock review. But it's not a actual character-based mock, it is a vehicle. I said I would be doing a vehicle mock last year, and I never got around to doing it last year, so I did it last night. And this is what kept me up at night last night. It's a vehicle. That's all I can say. Now, while you can't put anyone in this, it's not meant to be driven by a character. It's more or less just like a proof of concept that this is a thing that can be made, with some restrictions in place, I think. So this is what I call the Electric Trek. That's a dumb name. I'm coming up with something else. But it's the color scheme is yellow, black, silver, gray, two different kinds of gray. And this is overall a pretty well designed, if I must say so myself, but it's also over designed. You notice it's got a forward rake going on, which I like that. I think that's cool. It doesn't work with all vehicles, but hey, it works with this vehicle. So it's got, where do I even begin? I will say that I spent so much time designing and building this fucker, and I'm glad I did, because I definitely learned some things that I could use for future future reference. There's a lot of technic shit that went into this, but equally along with a lot of Bionicle stuff and CCBS stuff and whatnot. So, well, not really CCBS, but there is a couple construction pieces. We'll get to that. I guess we'll start from the front. We got this whole thing going on. If you see this coming towards you, run. Because, first of all, you got this minifig, Bionicle minifig accessory right there, and a thing. I used a fuck ton of these yellow knob pieces on this vehicle. You got these pincer claw things as well. You got these shin armor things. Borak eyes in yellow. This slicer head foot thing in yellow. I had to get that to work, and I'm not happy about it. The way I did it was, well, I put pressure on some pieces in order to get them to work the way I wanted to, and as a result I broke something. So, hidden behind these two shrouds are two light gray, I don't know what to call those actually. There is a suggestion of an engine down below with these two circular like things. I didn't know I had two of those in yellow, so that's cool. I tried to make it so that there was an engine in here, but I tried. I failed. It's got two of these, which these can rotate like that, so that it's kind of cool. It's got four wheels with tires, and I apologize for the dogs barking. These actually came from another Technic set. I can't remember which one, but so there's a lot of Technic that went into this. It's got a couple of these swords. I really wanted to use all four of the swords that I had, but I couldn't figure it out. And I also have these Technic panel pieces right there. There's a lot of stuff on here. So I've got this this Kina armor in yellow. In order for this to work, I had to like splay out these two bits on there, because I mean it looks fine, but yeah. There's a couple of Metro armor pieces there too. There's these two modified Visorak pincers. These move for no reason, but I was tired. I wanted to get this done. A lot of freaking what are they called? Thorn axe launchers pieces. And there's 3 of them in a row right here to represent like some kind of thing. I don't know what to call that. And then there's these angled pieces. There are Boracal shields on either side, one on each side, and there's a lot that went into this. 2 of these Metru armor pieces in silver, chest armor pieces in silver. A couple of these Hero Factory things, there's stickers on them that indicate. Those are from Meltdown, and I didn't know where else to use them, so I used them here. There's a couple of modified. Well, first of all, there is a Metru foot in silver here. There's no suggestion of a steering wheel or any kind of steering mechanics, but hey. There are a couple modified Hero Factory breeze weapons. I cut off the boomerang part and just, you know, that. There are Mari weapons right here, or shoulder pieces right here and here. These silver weapons I decided to put here and here because I can. You got these boosters here with their wings. Gali Mystica shoulder armor right there. These Antros claws. 3 freaking jet booster things. 2 Gali claws in silver, and a Mari weapon here in silver, one of those. 2 more of those on the bottom here. And, God. A modified Pohatu claw right here. A couple of Construction bone pieces in yellow. Those were both from Bittle, if I remember. There are the G2 gearboxes. There's a couple of them in here, I think. And there's a lot of these freaking yellow knobs. And that's annoying. The 2 more of the claw pincher things on here to protect the wheels, I guess. I guess I was trying to encase the wheels somehow, but it ended up being too complex. The underside here is a big mess. I mean, look at this fucking thing. I mean, there's Thorn axe launcher pieces. There's all kinds of random shit here and there. I can't describe it all, but there is down below a, like if you remove this, you will see a Mystica jet piece down there with a gear attached to it and whatnot. It's like, you know, some of this is not even properly spaced for some reason, and I did have to, you know, I did have to take the thing apart multiple times, and it really changed from what I originally intended to for this car for this vehicle to be, but this thing ended up being way more complex and way more detailed than it originally was intended to be. I used 2 of the 2009 vehicle sort of chassis pieces on top of each other, and a lot of the freaking I don't even know what to call it, honestly. It's a lot of this. I used a couple of Visorak torsos that were modified and 2 that weren't modified. I'm amazed that I still had 2 that weren't modified. And overall, this thing still rolls pretty well. It is it's a nice vehicle, I think. It's just overly complex, and so much has been put into this motherfucker that it's insane to think that one man was able to do this by himself. There are Rakshi torso pieces that are in here. There's another modified Visorak torso piece. I used all the yellow pieces I could without adding too much construction pieces. Now, I wanted to use all the swords I had, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. These black pieces here. And I just overall like the aesthetic of this. I mean, it looks way too freaking busy everywhere, but hey, it's stylized, I guess you could say. it's unique for what it is, and I get it. It should be flat like this, but it's got that forward rake, which makes it unique. The reason why these can turn like that is for a boost like that to get over rocks and whatnot. So it's like a jumping boost, and that's pretty cool. I like that. But what do you think about this fucking vehicle? I mean, it's smaller, I guess, than that one big massive vehicle that I once did. I definitely don't want to rebuild that thing, but I built this last night, and this is what kept me up last night. I originally wanted to build a big Titan character, but then I decided, you know what, no, I'm going to build this vehicle, as I said I was going to last year, and I did, and I'm very happy with the result, but I don't recommend trying to reverse engineer this thing. There's just too much going on here, and you might get confused. It's so busy and overly just, and obviously, you know, there are gears in the wheels, but this is just a massive project that took way too long to do, and the engine is not even complete as far as I can tell. But this is definitely something that LEGO themselves would not release. This actually is kind of similar in size to the vehicles that I have from Technic, like that Ford Mustang, the lime green with white stripes. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that in size and the other vehicles over there, but I don't know where I'm going to store this, honestly. But I'm not going to take it apart because I worked way too hard on this fucking thing. I mean, given the amount of parts that went into it, this is easily $70 if it were an official model. Now, if it was an official model, LEGO would probably round it out a bit more and smooth away all the edges and whatnot and make it more, well, design it better, I guess, because my design here was just kind of fucking just insane. First of all, breaking pieces and messing up pieces that I shouldn't have messed up. And overall, this was an experiment, really. That's all that it really came down to. It's an experiment in MOC making. It's an experiment in building vehicle MOCs. And I encourage you to try making your own MOC like this. Again, I don't have a proper name for this thing, but I will have a name for it when I start uploading the video. But what do you think? This is an exercise in MOC making, and it was an exercise for my fingers. And yeah, that's what she said. And it's just, I'm definitely proud of what I was able to do here, but there's just way too much that went into this, and I can't keep saying that enough. It's so much. And you know what? It can still roll, I think. So let me see if I can. Yeah, it can still roll, just with a little bit of resistance from something. So it can still, you know, drive, but I thought about incorporating a pullback motor, because I have one of those, into this part back here, but I don't know how that would work, and honestly, this thing is too big enough. It's too big to need a power pullback motor. Well, then again, that Mustang actually has a pullback motor, so my argument is irrelevant, I guess, but or invalid. But hey, I like this thing, and I'm definitely going to store this on a shelf somewhere, and I'm happy that I was able to finish it last night. I lost a lot of sleep, obviously, but hey, when you're a builder like me, you need to fine-tune and perfect your work. So, and that's what I was doing here. Obviously, there's still some stuff that I could probably attach to this thing, but I've done way more than I probably should have, and there's still some gaps that need to be filled in, but overall, this is an experiment, and a lot more can probably be done, but I think there was, to be honest, I think there was plenty that went into this, and I don't want to put any more work into this than I already have, because, yeah. So, what do you think about this vehicle? Let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, stay tuned for that bonus video, and yeah, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.